4 more episodes. We got 4 more episodes left before this show and myself leave Screw Attack forever and go over to The Know. So make sure you subscribe to The Know and not miss a top 10 episode. That would make me sad. I would miss you a lot. Glitches can easily ruin any game out there, but sometimes they actually make them a lot more fun, just like the 10 that you're about to see. So hey, I'm Nervous Nick for Screw Attack's Top 10 Glitches.
Number 10.
You know, it's borderline impossible to make a huge open world without any bugs and still expect to ship it on time. Just ask Bethesda. Speaking of which, did you know that in Skyrim there exists technology that can send you all the way to orbit? You may not expect it, but that technology, it's a giant femur. If you're low level around Skyrim's giants, you are... You're in the wrong neighborhood, my friend. With one smack, they'll launch you, or Lydia, clear through the stratosphere. It does come at a price though, that being your life. But for a view like this, baby, that is a steal.
Number 9.
Even when you jump all the way to the distant future, there's hardly a cooler weapon than a good old sword. There's just one problem though, they kind of get outranged by guns. Until Halo 2's Rocket Sword glitch. With a rocket launcher and energy sword equipped, you can press certain button combinations in the middle of your weapon switch animation to go flying across the map. It could get you to places you weren't supposed to be, but the real fun was using it on your friends in multiplayer matches. So many kills I totally deserved back in the day.
Number 8.
Super Mario Brothers. World 1, Level 2. Yeah, you know where I'm going with this. Make it all the way to the pipe at the end of the level and you can jump through this wall in a certain weird, backwards, crouchy kind of way. And if you go down this pipe, you end up in the mythical, the infamous, the legendary Minus World. Oh wait, stop right there. You must be mistaken. You probably think I'm talking about the boring, pointless, endlessly looping American Minus World, but you are sadly mistaken. That piece of crap wouldn't have even made it onto this top 10. I'm talking about the superior Weeb Minus World in the Famicom version of the game. You get there in the exact same way, but this place is like an acid trip conveniently stored onto a 1980s cartridge. It starts off with an underwater version of World 1-3 with creepypasta-looking versions of the princess, beheaded Bowsers, and a color palette that just makes you want to pull your eyes out. But unlike the American version, this isn't an endless looping level. You can actually move on to World -2 and World -3. They're not very interesting, but the OG Minus World still takes the spot for being an early gaming urban legend.
Number 7.
Man, Smash Bros. Brawl was so much fun. Besides the stage builder and all the new characters, I think my favorite new addition was the final smashes. All of them were so cinematic and cool. And then there was Jigglypuff. I have no idea what this is even supposed to be, but if there is a purpose to this boring final smash, it's the just for fun glitch on Bridge of Eldin. If Jigs jumps into the gap as the bridge is repairing itself, it'll interrupt her final smash and leave her gigantic. And this isn't just a visual bug either, like that is actually the size of her hurt box and hitbox. But you know what they say, bigger is always better, so why not repeat the glitch a few more times and become large enough to have your own gravitational pull? Power! Unlimited power!
Number 6.
I'm not one for sports games or even just sports in general, so you can imagine my personal lack of interest in just about anything made by EA Sports. But just because I don't play Madden, that doesn't mean that this next glitch is any less inspiring. No matter how small you think you are, no matter how small you actually are, don't let that stop you from achieving your dreams. In Madden 15, Christian Kirksey on the Tennessee Titans may be as tall as a Gatorade bottle, but he still tackles dudes 7 times his own height. EA even had a motivational interview with the man himself.
No matter how small you are, have big dreams and live big.
Plus, hey, thanks to this glitch, I now kind of know who Christian Kirksey is. So thanks, Tiny Titan. Now I know a sport thing.
Number 5.
Not not even Rockstar, the kings and queens of polish, could bring Liberty City to the HD era without making it onto this top 10. If you played GTA 4 correctly back in the day, you already know where this is going. If you take a car to this park in Firefly Projects and back it up against this swing, hours upon hours of fun lie in your future. But either way, the swing set cannon was pretty much the Skyrim bug I mentioned earlier, but better because of one feature: multiplayer. If you got with some friends online and attempted this glitch, you all got to experience the full ride through the sky together, unlike in single player where you fall out of the car most of the time. And once you arrive at your destination, your car gets turned into a mobile pancake. I don't know what it is with these kinds of launching glitches that makes them so fun, but man, I say more games need them.
Number 4.
It may not be as bad as the Pokemon games, but the Smash Bros. Series is like a bullcrap magnet. For whatever reason, Melee in particular brought these stupid rumors like unlocking Sonic or playing as Master Hand. Except that with the glitch, that second one is actually real. By plugging your controller into the third slot and doing some specific inputs near the name entry screen, you could actually become the most famous boss in Smash. Just like the actual boss fight, he can't block, he can't even really move, and weirdly enough, you do moves with the D-pad of all things. Is it a useful glitch? No, not really, but playing as Master Hand was almost like discovering a new character well after you thought there was nothing left to find. Besides, being a giant glove boss character is fun! For 10 minutes.
Number 3.
If you've ever watched a speedrun of Ocarina of Time, you would know that this game is Glitch City. But the most fun exploit has to be Swordless Link. This is basically a gateway glitch that opens the door to a bunch of other stuff. After you get your sword smacked away in the final battle against Ganon, you can do a backflip, push a few buttons, play this explosive like an ocarina, warp away from this hellscape, and have yourself a grand old swordless adventure. From here, the possibilities are endless. You can use almost any item while riding your horse. You can play in a crappy first-person sort of mode. You can turn everything pink, play as Epona, or use your hookshot to float around the map. And if you float into your hookshot's point of contact, my planet needs me!
Number 2.
If Bob Ross designed video games, he would say that the original Street Fighter II had the happiest little accident on this top 10. Back in 1991, players discovered that if you landed certain attacks, you could get even more hits before your opponent could block again. Even better, because of the way the game's code tried to make special attacks easier to input, you could cancel the animation of a normal attack into those special moves. It was a programming oversight that led to the creation of the fighting game combo. Needless to say, this is a glitch that did as much to invent a whole genre as all the other improvements Street Fighter II made over its predecessor. You know those big 100 or so hit combos you see in fighting games today? You can thank this glitch from the early 90s for that.
It's number 1.
There's plenty of steep competition for this honor, but perhaps the most famous glitch in history is one that also spawned countless urban legends. We covered this one in a top 10 not too long ago, but Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow had all kinds of rumors that there was not just a secret 151st Pokemon, but a 152nd as well. It was mostly, but not entirely, bullcrap. By talking to the old man who teaches you how to catch Pokemon, then immediately flying to Cinnabar Island and surfing along the eastern coast, you could encounter the elusive Missingno. That looks like it's in the game on purpose. Catching Missingno leads to too many weird side effects to mention here, but far and away the best one was giving you buttloads of whatever was in your 6th item slot. Once you figure out how to get infinite rare candies and Master Balls, there's just no going back to the pleb ways ever again. Missingno takes number 1 on the list for not just being useful, but for adding to the already rich Pokemon mythos in a way that keeps people talking even to this very day. For our secret number 11, what happens when the world's most peaceful man's aggression value goes down from 1? Well, it rolls all the way back to 255, of course. Civilization's Gandhi would go full-on nuke happy if you adopted democracy, which is at least 10 times funnier than you think it would be. It's like the man always said, where there is love, there is nuclear fallout.